Hey, what is up everybody? Blades for here, and today I have for you another video of Black Clover Mobile. Inside this video, guys, we're going to be going over how leveling will work, as well as like the leveling system, pretty much going furtherly in depth into this. So if you guys are really interested in that, be sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and we're going to get with the video. But right before we do that, you guys, I have to say one more thing to you all. Thank you all for so much that you've been doing. I'm praising you all again, I swear, man. Every day that we do a video, y'all are absolutely blowing out my expectations for this channel in general. We started off really so small. I think it was like 10 subs because of my friends here, and then we've been just booming ever since. Y'all have been going crazy on views, the subscribers. Literally yesterday or 2 days ago, I was just praising you guys for 68 subscribers. We're now at 84, man. 84, and the views are steady booming. So all I have to say to you all is thank you guys. I feel blessed to actually have this type of community already. I've already been seeing a lot of you guys' comments and talking back and forth with you all, so keep the comments rolling in. I'm gonna steady keep reading them and responding to them. But without further ado, let's get straight to the video. Now right away, guys, we're gonna get straight into the level caps here when it comes to the characters. As if we saw each character that was coming out when it comes to the rarities, they have certain level caps. So if we go ahead and look at the R units here, we can see that the R units themselves go from 1 to 20, and then the SR units here, which let's go ahead and go a little bit higher. SR is 1 to 40. At least I tried to go to the SR right here, 1 to 40, and then the SSR unit here, which is William and of course Mars, go to 1 to 60. Now this is a fairly interesting thing because it also says that we have 50 EXP per bar by the looks of it, and I'm guessing that's going to get higher. Now one of the few things that I did want to bring to the table is how will the EXP be gained, exactly what we'll be using, and how will it really play a part of it. Now EXP, I'm guessing if we're going off like, of course, EXP in Grand Cross or most other games here, you're normally gonna have an EXP dungeon or an EXP system to get them up here. Slime has done it as well. People inside of Grand Cross have done it. It's just something that happens when it comes to gacha games. Like these EXP systems are always gonna be a deal, and there's always going to be a simple way of getting the EXP here. Now, when it comes to getting EXP for this, I definitely can say story is going to take a little bit of a part of it. The harder the story, the more EXP we're going to be able to get. And of course, each level that we're going to go up to is going to have a little bit of a more EXP containment bar. So instead of 50 EXP, you're going to need like, I don't know, 80 for the next level, or like 200 for like 3 levels later. You're going to need that types of EXP here. Now, this is going to be gained throughout dungeons, just leveling and junk like that. So there will be a material for this. I'm guessing like they could use like, let's try and just imagine what they would use for materials here. They'll use some type of wizard related thing, or they could just use like different versions of like books or pages. So like if you take Gacha, for example, you have like the book cards, right, to have different varieties of EXP. I can see something like that just being as the book pages, seeing that your grimoire can gain new pages due to you having more experience, bonding, stuff like that. Character development, let's just say like that, character development, but in our form of EXP. Now this is going to be fairly important, because with this, we didn't have the topic of bringing up evolving characters. Now I brought this back into a video like a couple days ago, I want to say 4 or 5 days ago, brought this into evolving characters. How would it change things? If you guys want to see more in depth of that, be sure to go to that video on the channel here. But when you evolve a character, of course, it looks like you're going to have a little bit of a level cap jump. So from 1 to 20, you can then go to at least, I think, 1 to 40 or 20 to 40, right? Now, this would only make sense just because these lower characters don't seem to have a chance when it comes to the higher characters. As we can see, their CC is way, way lower when it comes to them rather than being as high as these people, right? Now, I feel like that's going to be a little bit of a change fact, or else our units will have no chance inside of PvP or PvE, correct? So with that being stated, of course, the evolve system is going to help them out, and then of course you're going to be able to level them, just taking a little bit more level materials, of course, whether that's from just doing story, you get your EXP from, missions, anything, free stages, anything, you name it, you're most likely getting EXP from it. Now, with this in mind as well, it looks like the R units only go from like 16 16k to 70k from what I see from Fenrir here. He has 70k while the others have about 16k. And I'm guessing that's mainly just because my man is a HP powerhouse. You see that man's HP right there? I know I ain't going crazy because we got 30k and then homeboy over here has about 300 and something k here. So like, yeah, it's interesting to see this. Now, when it comes to the leveling part, of course, your stats should be boosted as well. So when it comes down to physical and magical, which I'll go more into depth to that for tomorrow's video, you get a hint. But when we have something like that, we're definitely gonna see our characters boost up in CC. Now, if we go ahead and take a guess with rarities, right? There's probably one extra rarity that you can get other than SSR here, but SSRs can only go up that one extra rarity. Now, if we go up each rarity for R, it's gonna most likely be a huge jump of power for us. So it's gonna take not only more leveling systems or leveling power, but it's also gonna take us to evolve them multiple times to have them viable in different little aspects of gameplay. This is something that I think big studios and them will possibly do when it comes to this game. It just only makes sense because without that, we wouldn't have a chance. Now, we can also take a look at the at least the bar on the left. I did do a translation of this earlier, as well as some other friends of mine have done them before. And pretty much we have every last one going over the book. So I'm guessing there's going to be a duping system for your book, or at least a system to level your book, as well as duping for your characters, awakenings, imprints, which is going to be most likely gear. If you guys want to look more of that, I have a video on that as well. But it's all going to come into play. Now, each one of these things are going to have most likely their own leveling system or awakening system, each way boosting our character. I can pretty much see that's going to happen because without that, it's generally no way we'd be able to stand against a person who has Mars with 107k while we're using Asta sitting here with like 20k, 16k. There would be no absolute way. So I'm guessing they're going to do something like that, especially when it comes to jumping rarities at least. It pretty much should do so. So I think like that would be good, and a good little way of getting this, if you guys want an example of how to get these mats here, you have like a side dungeon. So on Grand Cross they have Fort Solgris, in which you have these little missions that you can go do. They'll take stamina, of course, which our stamina bar is going to play a huge point into that. They'll take stamina, but we'll be able to farm as many XP pots most likely as we want, as long as we have the said stamina to do so. Another good way, of course, is when they have different little EXP booster moments here, that such as like events or like EXP when it comes to getting them in different missions and stuff like that, and quest lines, which we can clearly see on the right hand side here from right when he's going through the village. Let's see if I can find it again, because he was walking through the village here, and which showed us a little bit of a quest line here. Let's make sure I got this right. Yes, right here. So we have a quest line here, and usually with those quest lines, they come with different little rewards, EXP gifts as well. So you can most likely get some EXP from there and gaining EXP from there. But I want you guys to tell me what you think down below. If you think we're going to be able to have a system somewhat like that, or have a system that's going to be something like that, be sure to let me know, because I quite honestly think it's going to happen, but I want to hear you guys' take on it. And if they did not do something like this, I honestly would be in fear for some of the R units, because I swear to God, they will be getting wiped. But without a doubt, guys, this was Blaze for here, and thank you all for watching the video. Much appreciation to every last one of you guys out there. Y'all know who you are, true goats out there. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.